I remember when the story could be the most important part of a game, not just something you work out once you got the dismemberment physics going. Whatever happened to point-and-click adventure games?
The heyday was in the late 80s and early 90s. LucasArts, of all people, were the standout company, in the time before they figured out they could just slap Star Wars on all their games and never have to work again. The emphasis on writing led to some of the best examples of it in gaming history, with games like Full Throttle, The Dig, Sam & Max Hit the Road, and the sublime Monkey Island series.
And then all of a sudden, traditional adventure games just stopped.
Around the mid-90s, Full 3D came along, and the only really good 3D adventure game was Grim Fandango, another LucasArts title, a creative and beautifully realised tale of death, humour and redemption which nobody bought.
So what happened? How could an entire genre, one which arguably PC gaming was built on, simply drop dead at a point between 1995 and 98?
Well, you might say. It was the onset of Quake and the PlayStation. Maybe the popular attitude turned more towards instant gratification action than heavy storytelling. Bollocks in a hat, I would reply. RPGs as a genre are just as verbose and yet still go strong.
The thing is, while you'll hear a lot of people praising the story and dialogue of games, no one will ever praise the gameplay, because most of them just consisted of wandering around, gathering together all the arbitrary knick-knacks you could find and just rubbing them together until the story kept going. They came out of a time when resources were limited, when you could either have a good story and crappy gameplay, or the other way around, not both.
But as technology improved, that changed. Limitations fell away. You could tell an interesting story and have fun gameplay at the same time. So adventure games didn't die out, they evolved. They interbred with zombie shooters and created survival horror. They got knocked up by first-person shooters and created things like Deus Ex and System Shock 2. Action-adventure was born and remains a powerful force to this day.
So don't feel sad for adventure games, listeners. They're just one of many genres that have been chopped up and fed to the increasing depth and scope of top-tier gaming. The potential for in-depth storytelling still exists. Now we just need more studios to hire actual writers, rather than chimps with ballpoints tied to their feet.